Hey guys, and we are live. Hi Ron, how are you? And I don't finish this kind of cleaning up the fins. I done that offline, and I done the tail as well. So today we have to do the rock parts, and then little small touches here and there, but nothing too major. So I'm just gonna get into that. Now, as I mentioned before, you can see these cracks over here on the fish, and I was thinking to make them purple. So I painted up this boot that failed, and I painted up the same color. So I'm going to put a little bit purple on it, so see how it goes. The colors are going nicely together or not. I'm going to start with that really quick, and I will need my wet palette as always. The most important part. And I will need my good brush as well. And the purple, which is not this one, it's a different one, so should be this one. So what I'm doing over here at the moment, I'm just testing out how this purple is going to look on the turquoise. And guys, if you're just joining in, thank you very much for joining, much appreciated. And today I'm going to try to finish up the koi fish. So I'm just going to try to do a couple of different spots on this foot. I think this will go really good with it. So that's what I'm going to use to fill in the cracks. So it's going to be this purple. Okay, and that's that I'm done. Let's get working on the fish itself. I'm going to set the wet palette aside, and I did put some clean foil on it, so I don't mess it up when I done the tail. You can use different type of masking as well if you want when you do something like this. And now I'm going to airbrush a little bit white over here. That's going to be fun, but we can make it. Now, covering anything with white, it's always so much fun because the white coverage, it's not that good. I'm going to put a little bit of a thinner in my airbrush. That's what I do always the first time. And put in the paint. And mix up Yeah, that will do. Okay, and looks like this paint doesn't like the thinner. We got all fuzzy. This is actually the first time that the thinner does this to my paint. Actually, it's quite strange. This never happened before. So it looks like this white paint doesn't like this type of thinner. So now I have to clean my airbrush a little bit. Now, guys, I hope you all ready for the weekend. Today is Friday. I hope you had an easy day in work. Here on Monday, we have a bank holiday, so we have a, let's say, kind of long weekend. Okay, that will do for now. And now I'm going to start applying the gray on the rocks. And I'm going to do that with the brush. And I'm gonna use this. And this gray is from Citadel. It's the Mechanicus standard gray, and it's just one of those gray colors that you can use almost on anything. And now I'm just gonna fill up a little bit my wet palette with some water so it doesn't dry out. Hi, Master Blade. How are you today? Hi, guys. If you just joined in, today I'm keep finishing painting up the base for Geto. He's from Jujutsu Kaisen, and we have this lovely koi fish. I did apply a couple of paints. I wrapped it up a little bit so I don't mess up the paint. And now I'm going to start painting the rock parts, as you can see over here. I'm gonna use this gray from Citadel. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of wash on it. And then I'm gonna do some dry brushing as well on the rocks. Now I hope you are ready for the lovely weekend and you have something fun to do on your mind. Oh no. So Ron, it's I think it's playing Arc Raiders at this point. So he just got killed, which is never good. Now I do play lots of video games. I mean, I used to play lots of video games. I still have a lot of video games that I didn't finish playing. Steam is really good at filling up your library with really good games for really cheap. And but I never tried Arc Raiders. And Ron is trying to convince me to start playing, but I don't know. I used to play World of Warcraft for lots of years, so that was a little bit addictive. Then I played League of Legends. I don't have to tell you how addicted it's that one. And I did play a couple more MMOs, but the biggest one was World of Warcraft. I did play Guild Wars and all of the. Most of them they don't even exist anymore. So I usually try to stay away from online gaming as much as possible. It's too time consuming. I used to play lots of Destiny as well on the Xbox. Uh, when Destiny 2 launched, I played for a couple of first patches and then I kind of stopped. I didn't like where they were going with Destiny. I played the Division as well. I played a couple of, but kind of moved away from online gaming and mostly playing offline games and mostly single player games as well. So those are my jam. It's quite hard to hold the koi fish in a safe manner as well because I don't want to break it. I just want to make sure that it's hold in a proper way. So guys, if anybody wonders what is the next project, that will be Jean Grey from the X-Men as Marvel Girl, and it's from Polymine Studios. You can find them on Instagram and on Patreon as well. And the model is coming from there. I did use this, as you can see over here. This messed up again the primer. I did use this Vallejo primer, white one, and yeah, uh, it was a reason that I stopped using Vallejo primer, and this was one of the reasons. They're really easy to peel away, and I'm really starting to hate this that I used that primer on the koi fish. As you can see over here, I touched it with my glove and it peeled away the paint. I can fix that one up, it's no problem, but it's still really annoying. I didn't use Vallejo primers for, I would say, almost 3 or 4 years. They're really, I don't know, at least this primer that I use, maybe they all have different type of primers, or maybe the recipe improved. But every time you have to send them as well, or do anything like touches on it, they will just like peel away. I started using for the last 3 or 4 years the Citadel Chaos in a can, and that's the best primer. Like at the moment, I didn't get anything close to it, but maybe I just have bad luck with this primer. Maybe I just have to throw it out and get a newer one and see how it goes. Ron, the 3D painter, told me that he's using the Army Painter primer, the matte one, and he says that it's almost like the Chaos Black. I have to try it out. I couldn't find it yet. The shops where usually I'm buying my stuff, they don't carry it, so I have to check it out if I can buy it from Amazon, because sometimes Amazon doesn't send it here either, so that's always fun. Now I have some parts over here at the koi fish that are a little bit harder to reach with the brush. So I'm trying to do as much as possible, but I don't want to mess up the paint either on it. So I have to be a little bit careful with the brush. Now, unfortunately, here you don't have too much control of it because how is the cut done? And please, guys, let me know if you're working on something, you have a current project open or anything like that. I'm curious to know what you guys working on or planning to do. So please leave it down in the comment. And if you want to show off your work, you can send me a picture on my Instagram. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't allow to send pictures in the chat, and I kind of understand why they do that. If you want to show off your work, the pictures, like yeah, go on my Instagram, Gambit Neo One, and you can send it over there. I would be more than happy to have a look at it. Or maybe you want to ask for like a color reference or anything like that. I will be more than happy to try to help you over there, find you the right color. Now I already give a clear coat of varnish on this one, as you can see, but I still have to watch out because as you can see with the previous peel off of the primer, it didn't protect too much because it still peeled away. Now I'm trying to reach in here without touching the koi fish, and yeah, it's quite challenging because I already did touch it a couple of times actually. I always try to say it as much as possible. When you see a mistake, try to fix it then, because sometimes you forget about it, and it will be way harder if you start gluing your model together to fix it. Sometimes quite impossible. So I always say if you see it, you have to fix it. And if you get that approach with your work, on long run, actually, will work in your benefit. I know sometimes it's easier to just say it, nobody will see it over there. But if you're anything like me, then I will be like, I know it's there, so that's a big enough problem for me. And this model, it's really long, so keep turning it around and make sure that I don't scratch up the parts that are finished painting up. It's quite a challenge. If I have to reprint this model now, I will cut the front fins off from it, and that will make it like 10 times easier. So that will be a separate piece on both sides. And I think it will speed up the paint and make it easier in the same time as well. Usually I do some of extra cuts when I need them on my own. I do them in ZBrush, or sometimes I use to do the keys with Max Mix Mac Mesher. I always butcher that name, so sorry for that. Yeah, so I'm using those two softwares to do extra cards and then do the keys. I know you can do keys in ZBrush as well. I'm not that good with ZBrush. I know kind of how to do them, but for me it's just easier to do it in Mixmasher. I started doing the cuts over there, and then I was just doing simple straight cuts. But now I starting doing like proper, more professional cuts in ZBrush. So yeah, if you're ever interested in extra cuts or anything, I can do that for you. Hit me up. Now depends on the model as well. I'm not saying I'm a professional, but I'm getting really good at it. And here I will use a little bit of a bigger brush so I can go a little bit faster. The only problem is if I remember where I put my bigger brush, so I have it right here. So I can load more paint up in it and just go a little bit faster on the rock. And I'm gonna go back with the smaller brush on when I go close to the koi fish. And guys, if you just joining in, thank you very much for joining. Make sure that you hit that like button. It does help out a lot. And the YouTube algorithm really likes that, so thank you again. Now, probably next week I will still have one video of the koi fish because we still have to paint on some effects that goes on the koi fish itself. So there are a couple of places where the purple effect, as I done it on the base, have to be done. Now this model has another companion, as Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen as well. And if anyone watched the anime will know who is Gojo. I think at this point there are people that know who Gojo is even if they don't watch the anime. So maybe in time I will see. I'm gonna paint up that guy as well. I have already a different Gojo printed out, and that's one. It's a huge project. I'm not sure when I'm going to start working on that one. Uh, I think that actually will take almost a month if I only work on stream on it because how many parts it has and how big it is. It's huge and it's just 1.16 scale. I mean, it's not even a 1/4 scale or anything like that. But the base is it's huge on it. So I just finished test printing for the guys who made the model, and I will see when actually I'm gonna to start painting up that one. I want to do a little bit of superheroes now because I've done so many uh, video games models lately and anime models. So just want to do a little bit something different, and then I'm trying to do something on the side of like one anime, one superhero, one video game. But lately there are so many cool models out there that it's really hard to choose what to paint up. So I was thinking maybe to do like a community poll, and I put in what I will kind of interested to paint up, and then you guys can choose which models you want me to see painting up, so you can prioritize which one to be first. I was thinking to maybe make the Absolute Batman from Sanex. So I have a couple of plans already. Now I just have to see what will be the order. Okay, so 3 out of the 4 rocks are done. So I have only one left. And here I'm going to use the smaller brush. I know, look, you say you never had a problem, Ron. Again, I always had a problem. I don't know. Maybe it's even the humidity in the air. Here it's more humid, so the paint don't dry correctly. Or I don't know what's wrong, but that was the problem when I swapped over to the Citadel can spray, rather cans, because I had always this problem peeling. And even Jerry had the same problem. Even he said that the reason he changed over to the Red can it was because of the peeling off. And ground affected, same problem he had as well. So I don't know. Maybe where you live, it's just a different climate, so it dries differently. Maybe I'm not sure exactly what is, or maybe you just get from a different factory where they do it differently in your area. I don't actually know, but it's strange because so many people had the same experience that I have. But then you say it here, and I believe you 100% that you said that you don't have any problems with it. Hi guys again. If you just joining in, thank you everybody for joining in. I really appreciate it for your time to stay and see me painting up fancy statues. I mean, they're still kind of in the toy category, but they're toys for grown-ups, of course. So thank you all of them for choosing. If you would like to help out the channel, it's a really simple way to do it. You will have to just subscribe to the main channel, give a like, leave a comment, and maybe share it with your friends and family as well. That always help out a lot. I'm trying to grow my channel. I would like this to be my permanent job as well, so I'm taking commissions on as well, and I'm selling most of my statues that I already painted up. And if you want to see them, you can go on Instagram, and there I have kind of almost like a timeline how I painted them up. And if you see something that you like, hit me up on a private message or direct message, and we can work out something. Or if you want a specific figure, I do take commission as I mentioned, so we can work on that one as well and see if we can work out a deal or not. And if you're in Europe and you don't have a printer, I usually don't really do this too much, but I can help as well by printing you and sending you a kit. Of course, you will have to pay for the resin and shipping and all that good stuff. I don't get the resin for free, so Yeah, if you need anything, hit me up. And now after I finish the rock, I'm gonna do the top part of the tiles. And then when all it's said and done, I'm just gonna come back and finish up with the wash on the rocks and then do some dry brushing. But that would be the last thing I do. Now, when you have a problem when you do a model and you don't find the right color, always the best advice is start putting down some color, and you can always change it out if you don't like it. You can always overpaint on it, so it's no problems. The only thing will be you're gonna lose some paint, but again, that's a good way to start doing something. And usually, I like to start from the base up. Now, the coiled fish is part of the base and is the last thing I'm doing, but it's the top part of the base basically, but it's almost a character by itself, so that's why I choose it to do this way. And now here I'm going to use this pale blue to do the top part of the tiles. It's whatever flooring or what actually this is. And I have to do all of this by hand because it's not worth it to mask everything up here, so I can do it with the airbrush. It will be just weight of good materials and time. And I don't like to waste any of that. Now we are end of July, so that means end of the month. Lots of STL5 releasing. So let me guys know in the chat if you planning to pick up some specific model and paint it up. At the moment, I really like the Wolverine from Tanuki. At the moment, I don't have a yellow Wolverine. As you may know that I'm a big X-Men fan. Since I was a kid, I was reading the comics, so I still love even the animated series on Disney Plus that's running at the moment. It's on season 2, and it's really, really good. So at the moment, I don't have a yellow Wolverine. I have a brown one. So I'm doing Jean Grey next, and then probably is going to be Wolverine. I want to do two superheroes and then do a video game or an anime one. We will see which one will come first. I had a client who was interested in a Dragon Ball statue, but kind of disappeared on me. I don't know, maybe it's on holiday. At one point, he was really rushing me to get this statue done, and he had a specific model that he wanted to do. And I did recommend something different a little bit, still some Goku. And when we supposed to start the project, then he didn't get back to me for some time now. So uh, I give him a little bit more time, and if he doesn't show up, then that means it's off. It could be that it's on holiday or something. He didn't mention it, but who knows? Unfortunately, I always get these messages on Instagram as well that people want customs, and sometimes they realize that I'm in Europe because now it's a little bit all over the place with the tariffs. If is that the case, I have my really good friend Ron, the 3D painter over here. He can paint you up some really nice statues, and he's from the US. So you can reach out to him or reach out to me, and I put you in contact with him. But if you're in Europe and you want something, then yeah, it's no problem. I send it even in the States if you're willing to pay the tariffs. I have no problem with that, but I can understand why people maybe will hesitate to buy something from Europe at the moment. And again, if you're in States and you don't have a 3D printer, my good friend, the 3D painter, around, he's offering the same services similar to mine. So again, if you want to avoid that tariff, reach out to him or to me, and I can put you in contact with him or whatever will be. Now, unfortunately, with the brush, the paint up takes a little bit longer, but it's less fix up if you mess it up with the airbrush, and you don't have to mask it. So you don't have the problem that if the masks doesn't hold up to the paint kind of in a way, the airbrush, you don't mess up your paint, so it's less to fix in that case. So everything has its pros and its cons. You just have to know how much time you want to put in something and how much of a risk you want to take with something. I had tape like masking up and add the clear varnish, and when I take down the tape, it will still take away some of the paint. And the same paint and varnish and everything sometimes will take it away, sometimes will not. So it's always like almost like a Russian roulette with the masking. Lately, I'm trying to avoid as much as possible tape, so I'm trying to use masking putty, which is really easy to use, and most of the time it doesn't take away your paint. I never happened to me to like for the putty to take the paint away. But actually, on this statue, something funny happened when I used it, but I don't think it actually was from the putty, but I'm not sure 100%. You see, sometimes some of the paint stays behind the putty. So when you reuse it, I don't know if it's even possible, like the paint to go over on the new sculpt. And I noticed usually this, if it ever happened, it was the metallics. Now I don't know if you actually can clean out your putty. I will have to kind of try to look it up or test it out. I know if you put iproposal alcohol on it, it reacts really, really badly, and it reacts badly to heat as well. So those are the two things that you kind of have to keep the putty away. But otherwise, they are always really decent. Don't tell me you died again, Ron. So guys, wondering, did anyone go out and see Spider-Man New Day? I didn't get the chance yet, so I don't know, maybe in the upcoming weeks we will see. Let me know if it's worth going to the cinema or just wait till it comes out on Disney. Oopsie. No, I have to watch out I don't hit the koi fish, because then I will have to redo some of the paint. I already have to do some small touch-ups here and there, but nothing too big. But if I keep banging it to things around my working bench, then I will never finish this model. Yeah, I got lots of people saying that lately, that they don't like to go to the cinema. They prefer to watch it on streaming when it comes out. I still love to go to cinema. I like, since I was a kid, I always loved cinema. It's just a different way of experiencing the movie. The last movie I saw, it was, I think, last week, 2 weeks ago. I don't even remember when it was. It was The Odyssey, and I watched it in IMAX, and yeah, it was pretty cool. It was loud as fuck. Anyone else in the chat saw the movie or planning to go to the movie? Or your guys are same as Ron, you just don't like to go to movies anymore, so you prefer to stay home and watch it in your own comfort? That's okay. You only go if it's Star Wars. Okay, I see that. I don't remember when I went to watch a Star Wars movie. I think it was the last main Star Wars movie. Don't remember the name of the title. I think it was not nine. I think that was nine. I think that was the last Star Wars movie I saw in cinema. I do like Star Wars, but I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. But I do like Star Wars. Okay, and now I will have to go back and give a second coat to the top tiles. Now, the only down thing to painting with the brush, it's usually you have to go back and give at least two coats to have a proper good coverage. I do enjoy painting with the brush, so whenever I can do it, I really like it. For me, it's really calming in a way. I know there are people out preferring a brush for everything. Uh, I do like doing some of the paint by hand. For me, it feels a little bit more rewarding. Okay, I'm going to use the bigger brush over here again. Shame on me because of the Star Wars or because I like to paint with the brush? I guess because of Star Wars. Look, lately the Star Wars movie they are more like a bad one than a good one. So it's not has nothing to do with me enjoying it or not. It's just the movies lately are Star Wars one, they are not that good. You still have the good one, and I'm gonna go and watch them. Every time I watch the mainline Star Wars movies, I really, really enjoy it. Even the old ones, even the prequels. Uh, but the new ones, some of them more are a miss than a hit. So I love the X Men, but if somebody says that they don't like the X Men, I will be okay with that. I was like, yep, good for you. I will not care what anybody else cares about what I'm liking and what I don't like. I think that's a wrong way to approach things these days. Before Endgame, I watched every single Marvel movie in the cinema. After Endgame, I don't even remember if I saw half of them. It's the same thing. Disney just fucked it up. It's not even the casting and the characters who playing. It's just the story and everything else that they how they made this. It's just not as it used to be. Even God of War: Love and Thunder, I didn't like that, and I like most of the Thor movies. Thor was just too goofy. I'm pretty sure other people feel the same way. It's not just me. Imagine if everybody just liked Star Wars and it would be nothing else than just Star Wars movies, and they would be just Disney with thousands of Star Wars. And most of them they will be shitty. Imagine that world. I'm pretty sure some people will enjoy that. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, I'm going to use the hair dryer a little bit to dry this up, and then start applying some more paint on it on the top. Just have to apply a little bit of the gray. Uh, Looks like I missed some parts over here. The green come to a little bit too much. And now I'm going to apply a gray wash. Only if I can find it. And I found it. Actually, this is not even a wash, it's a contrast. And I'm gonna let it dry just a little bit and then swab most of it off. This is how I done it on the rest of the base, so I want the things to kind of match up. Oh, wait a second. Over here, I didn't give the second coat to the tiles. So I have to go back and finish this one. I'm happy that I saw it. Now, sometimes it happens, you miss out a part, but mentioned it before, as I mentioned it. As long as you fix it as soon as you see it, it's no problem. When you don't fix it and then you forget about it later, and then let's say you're starting to glue the parts together and then you realize you didn't fix it up, then when the real problem becomes, because sometimes they're not that easy to be painted up. Okay. Now I'm gonna dry it up really quick. And I have to say the biggest challenge for this one is how to hold the coil fish without breaking anything on it. Looks like the chat it's really quiet today for some reason. I hope the reason because people having fun somewhere else, even if they're not here. Okay, this one is done. I have this part and the other part that's where I'm actually holding the koi fish, so that's why I didn't do it yet. So only this part over here left. Okay, and now this is done. And I'm gonna dry it up a little bit so I can start painting the line. And for that one, I used this paint. Hi, Simi. How are you? Thank you for joining in. How are you today, Simi? You having a good day? It's Friday. It looks like a quiet day in the chat. Oh yeah, happy Friday to everybody. Okay, now let's do the top part. Some of the places are a little bit harder to reach. So I'm trying to focus a bit over here. Guys, if you have any questions, or girls, go ahead and put them down in the chat below. We're more than happy to answer. Now, in specifically if it's 3D paint or printing related. Okay, and I'm gonna get the hair dryer and just dry it up a little bit, and then I can go for the wash. And pretty sure it was Noom Oil, the wash I used on the other rocks. So I just have to find it at this point. It's very important after you finish painting with your paints to make sure you close your drop bottles correctly, because if you leave the lid open, you're gonna start drying out, and that's never fun. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. You seem a neuron as well. It was really, really fun to paint up this statue. I really, really liked it. I always like to do different models, sometimes even a little bit more unusual models. And this was a model that I wanted to do it for some time. I did have it printed out for a couple of months, but usually I always print a couple of models ahead. And then I pick up some new models that they're releasing on the Patreons and all of this good stuff. And one of my next models will be one of the newest Patreon releases. So Jean Grey from the X-Men, and it's from Polymind Studio. I don't have yet a Jean Grey, so I wanted to have the whole family: Cable, Scott Summers, and Jean Grey. Maybe we can put Wolverine in there as well. Why not? I don't have a proper good Havoc. I did do a Havoc some time ago. I never posted it up. I never liked it how it came out. Havoc, it's if you they don't do any details on the costume, it's quite hard to do a decent statue. And the base was really minimalistic as well, so you couldn't do too much with it. But I would really like a nice havoc to have all the brothers, the Summer family. If anyone out there wants to do a decent model of havoc, I would be more than happy to pick it up and paint it up. There are a couple of out there. Wicked done one as well. There are a couple more out there. I have to be honest with you. I didn't like them as much. I did see a couple of models that they are out there, but they are not. They are like private commissions, so they don't sell them. I always try to reach out to artists to do some collaborations, even if it's just like the model paint up and nothing more. Sometimes people are willing to do a collab this way. Sometimes people will say straight up no. I can understand them. It's their model. They do with it what they want. So I always try to help the artists to get a little bit of a spotlight shine on their work as well by painting up their models so more people can see it. And if it's something that they like, then they can reach out to the artist and even pick up a file or something, do a private commission or anything like that. Yeah. So most of the people will know him as Cardozo. I don't know how many people will call him Vinny. He told you to call him Vinny, so I'm pretty sure that will be the favorite way to call him. So if anybody's wondering who we'll be talking about, it's Cardozo from Polymine Studio. I know him for some time. I did paint up a couple of his models. One of them was Venom. Back in the day, the OG Venom. And at the moment, I have the Fandom Collectibles Venom as well. So something better has to come out for me to paint up another Venom. I would like to do another one, of course. Back then, when I painted up Venom and some of my statues, Captain America, Wolverine, I was not making videos, and I had lots of people requesting me to do videos. So that was another kind of reason to do the YouTube as well. I was requested to see how I paint up my figures, so I done that, and people sometimes don't show up anymore as much. But it's something that I like to do, so I don't mind that. Yeah, this is the second time that he checks out your channel, your live stream. I mean, Ron. That's pretty cool. It's always nice to see when the artist comes in and enjoy his statue to see people working on it. So that's always nice to see. Some of the artists they are really cool and they like to watch their work painted up. And some people don't even know that their work is being painted up. These days, there are so many YouTube's live streams. It's almost impossible to keep on top of it. Okay, this is done as well. Now with the wash, the Citadel shades, they are really, really good. But in the same time, don't let them dry into your brush. They are dry really quick. So that's never good for the airbrush. Oh, that's nice, Ron, if you could understand it. Now, guys, I'm just gonna dry dry the paint, the wash on the rocks really quick. And I'm gonna start dry brushing really quick the rocks now. And then I'm gonna be done with the rocks. And then I have to blend in a little bit more these darker turquoise couple of places. I noticed now, especially after I done the white. So I'm gonna do that after. And then I'm gonna give it a clear coat of varnish. And then I'm gonna move and finish up the head. And of course, I drop my dry brush when I need it. Oopsie. Keep saying that I have to watch out so I don't hit the paint, but it looks like a. You see, the thing is, Ron. Sorry, I'm not trying to say anything here, but not everybody has fancy glasses that you have and can translate everything. But I think I don't know on live stream, but I'm pretty sure YouTube translates most of the Portuguese as well. I don't know if they do it like on live stream, but if you go back and watch the video, I'm pretty sure they will. Most of them they will be translated. So if you don't understand Portuguese like me, even if I speak four languages, uh, Go ahead and give it a try. Maybe it will be translated afterwards. Now, he made some changes to the sculpt, the Venom one that he does. And I think the previous version, when it was a little bit more bulky, I liked it a little bit more. I mean, he's the artist, who he can do whatever he wants. And I'm just going to share my opinion about it. And that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. But I think it looked better, the more bulky Venom, than the more slim Venom that he changed to. But that's just my opinion. Okay, guys, and now this paint was giving me a little bit of a headache today. It was keep clogging up my airbrush, and I don't know why. So let's hope for the best. So far, so good. Okay then. Now I'm just gonna clean out the airbrush, give a coat of varnish to the tail. Yeah, the nozzle is already clogged. It's a pretty nasty one as well. Hey Kate, how are you? How are things? Long time didn't see you. Just cleaning out the nozzle. Got stuck again. This paint that I'm using at the moment for the koi fish keeps blocking my nozzle. The reason? I don't know. I'm good, thank you very much. Trying to finish up the Geto statue. Most of it is done, but this nozzle, again, as just mentioned it, for some reason keep clogging up. And I already cleaned it today properly, like I did the deep cleaning on it, but it has to do something with the paint. I'm pretty sure of that. How are you? How is work? Any news from the new company? Yeah, they are the most annoying part when you're working on something and they just refuse to work properly. I'm gonna put in a little bit of this ink cleaning solution, and usually this, if it's any old paint it inside, it kind of removes it. I specifically noticed that this is a problem with this paint, and its problem with this paint is the same brand, so it could be something that the model color doesn't like with the thinner. So it could be that the thinner it's doing something strange with the paint. The moment I don't have any other type of thinner in the house, so just that one. Nice. You're busy as it comes, Kate. You always have something to do lately, so I'm really happy for you. You're doing some amazing work, guys. Check out War Games Crew. Kate here is doing miniatures for them, and she's an amazing artist. I done one of her models. It was the Ant Biro from Solo Leveling. You can check that one out. And if you like the model, you can find it on Cultist, so you can pick it up there. Okay, so now so much is done from the koi fish. I'm gonna apply a clear varnish. So for to protect what I did. Now applying clear varnish between your layers of your paint, it's saving the game. Literally, will be similar to that. And I noticed that I made a small. What's this here? I wonder. Okay, last time I done the painting, I realized with the spirit minerals, if you give a clear coat to your paint, and if you do a small mistake, you can take cotton one of these, and then use a little bit of spirit minerals, and remove the paint, but you don't remove the paint under the clear varnish. So let's see. They removed some of it, so just a little bit left. And you can see, guys, over here, it didn't remove any of the turquoise. Oh, I'm proud of that as well. You deserve it, Kate. You done some amazing work. And again, if you ever go back doing full-on statues, I'm pretty sure I would like to do more of your work. At the moment, I know you're focusing on miniatures, but who knows? One day maybe you will have more time on your hand, and you can afford to do full-on statues because those take a little bit longer than miniatures. So I'm aware of that. And you have to make some money to pay the bills as well, of course, like all of us. And I know at the moment this is your full-time job as well, so Okay, now I'm gonna dry this really quickly up with the hair dryer. You're doing a Venom figure? I didn't even know you're doing a Venom figure. Yeah. Okay, I have to check it out. You see, I'm not too much on Facebook, unfortunately. I just post here and there a little bit. Lately, I'm not too much, but definitely, I'm gonna go and check out your work over there. Okay, now I'm gonna cut off this foil, kind of remove it, and I will have to focus now on the koi fish head. So I'm just gonna show it up a little bit to the camera how it looks so far. So this is how far I got into it. Now, as you can see, they are having some cracks over here. So these I'm going to fill it in with some purple wash. So it gives like a nice crackling effect. And now I have to start working on the head. So I'm going to give it a little bit of a brush, airbrushing some white on top of the head. And then go from there. Again, still a lot of work to be done on it. But I have to start finishing it up at more phases. Now, instead of using the thinner, I'm just going to use some water instead and then try out the paint. The last time when I used this paint with the thinner, it did do some strange things. So hopefully now, because I don't have a different thinner at the moment on hand, I'm hoping it's not going to do the same thing with water. Ah, thank you, Sim. And Kate as well. I don't like this white paint. White paint is always it's always a pain in the ass. Sorry guys, the stream then went down for a couple of seconds. I don't know what happened. Hi Bean, how are you? And again, thank you very much for all the nice compliments. That's much appreciated. So Bean, make sure you let me know if you're streaming what you're doing this weekend or not. I would like to join in if you do stream, or if you do video recording. Then again, I'm gonna check it out when you post it. Can't wait to see your bumblebee. I know today you're on holiday. Uh, Ron, I can walk you through after my live stream finish if you want how to add another scene. I like to do all these alcohol wipes to remove in a quick way the alcohol from my the paint from my finger. Sometimes when I touch the figures, if I have too much paint on it, it will start leaving a residue on the paints, and I really don't want this on the koi fish. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna change out quickly. Uh, Change out the glove because it was a little bit too dirty. So now what I'm going to do, and of course, so Bean, did you watch Spider-Man already? I know you said you're gonna go to watch it in the cinema. Did you watch it, or you still have to go? So now what I'm going to do, I'm gonna take my masking putty. Masking up a little bit over here at the head, and I'm gonna airbrush a little bit of a orange on the forehead. And as soon as I find my silicone sculpting tools, I know where they are. I just have to find the right shaped one. I know Jerry made the joke the last time that I never find my stuff. And it's somewhere true, but not all the way. Usually I know where is my stuff. It's just I have too much stuff. If that even makes sense. So what I'm doing now over here, I'm just moving the putty around to give it a little bit more natural and not straight shape to the masking. I don't want it to be square. Okay, let's put this away from here. So Ben, are you excited to start working on Bumblebee? Bumblebee? Yeah, I believe you. That's a big project. Guys, do you want to see what I finished printing today? And at one point will be my project, but I don't know when. It's the biggest project I have so far that I printed as size wise. Whatever I have in the house, this is the bigger. And the statue itself is just 1.6 scale. And this will be my biggest statue if I start painting it up. Give me a second to find my phone, as the joke goes. I cannot find my shit over here. It was right behind me. Nah, just give me a second. So I'm gonna take some better pictures. I'm gonna put it on the screen next time. This was just a couple of pictures, so you can see the can, the Dr. Pepper can, how small is next to it. But actually, Gojo, it's 1/6 scale. But the whole thing, it's massive. The only thing is, I'm afraid that this has to be one of those bases that has to be glued together. So usually I like to give the option to put the statues together, but Yeah, it's a huge piece. I'm gonna make a 360 video of it and just post it up so you can see better. At the moment, it's just hold together, as you can see by over here, by hot glue, because the the is huge. It's really, really, really big. So again, I have some big statues in my house, but this is the biggest as what I will have when I paint it up. So yeah, that's something that I'm kind of looking forward as well. And as you said, being kind of almost terrified. I think that would be one of those projects that will go on for some time. Yes, I'm planning to paint it up. Not exactly, don't know when, but yeah, it's going to be painted up. I have to get prepared for that one mentally. Actually, I know it's gonna have a lots of challenges. Unfortunately, my house, I don't have too much space. So usually, what I'm trying to do the prints, I keep them in boxes to like start painting them up. But then once painted up, I don't put them in boxes. So yeah, I'm running out of space. So actually, I'm going to sell away some of my statue to make more space to make new ones. So if any of you guys are interested in any of my work, you can go on my Instagram, gambitneo1, and check out my work over there. And if you want more photos or anything like that, let me know. I do take on custom commissions as well. So it's something else that you're looking for, again, just hit me up on a private message, and then we can chat over there. And then if you want something made specific custom sculpted, we can have a talk to Kate. She's an amazing artist. So again, guys, if you need anything, just again reach out. There are lots of free freelancers out there that are willing to pick up some work and do some sculpting. I can vouch for Kate over here. She's doing amazing work. I don't know how much time she will have, or it's even possible at the moment for her to do some custom jobs. But again, you can try and see. Yeah, because I live in Ireland, the house is quite big, but yeah, it's not too much space. So that's why I have, if I want to do more newer figures, I have to get rid of some of my old ones. So again, I'm not getting rid of them because I don't like them or they're not painted up correctly. I have to do it because of the space. I don't have too much. At the moment, I even had to downscale on the side that I'm painting up. So all my X-Men statues usually are the 1/5 scale. a little bit bigger than 1/6, but smaller than 1/4. So they are a nice size, but again, because I don't have space, I had to downsize a little bit. And now the next step is that, again, I just have a little bit too much statues at the moment, so not too much space. I will have to do some cleanup. The masking putty sometimes leaves a little bit of a... Oh, and it does some damage over here. Hey, on this side, I didn't do it correctly. I can fix this one up, the white, and then I have to do a little bit back over here on the fin. I'm gonna do that after I finish the head. And guys, if you just join in, thank you everybody for joining in. Much, much, much appreciated. And today I'm trying to finish up the coil fish. I don't think I can do all of it, but I'm trying to do much as possible. And after this is done, next week, I'm going to start working on Jean Grey from Polymine Studio. It's just released this month, the model. I done a little bit of an oopsie over here with the masking. The yellow went a little bit on the side, but it's no big deal. We can fix that one up. And lately, this masking putty leaves a little bit of a residue behind, so I don't really like that. Maybe it's time to change it out. He did serve his time correctly. If I can give you an advice with these masking putties, is use one for your metallics and one for your normal paint. Don't use for both of them the same, because the metallics kind of stay in it, and then when you put it on your normal paint, it's just gonna look a little bit strange, unfortunately. Okay, so I applied over there a little bit with the white as well over the scales. So I'm gonna clean the scales up really quick. Oh, hi Jerry. Oh, that doesn't sound too much fun. I hope everything okay, Jerry. End of the day, so I hope nobody got hurt or anything like that. That's never fun. And you're always welcome, Jerry. So if you're late or early, it doesn't really matter. These things unfortunately happen all the time. So I'm just gonna go over with the orange over the scales because when I sprayed the white, it oversprayed a little bit. But again, that's no problem. It's not a big deal. It takes a couple of seconds to fix it up. Orange covers white really good, so that's no problem again. So I don't know how much comes over the camera, the head. So I like to give it a little bit of a yellow and then orange in the middle. By the way, Jerry, I was really hoping for Zaz to release the chalk with no cape, but I did ask them and they say it will be not be available. I was really hoping for a chalk without a cape. And I'm gonna do the same thing to some of the yellow scales over here. They got a little bit of white on them as well, and I don't want that. And then actually I'm gonna do a little bit orange over here. And now let's do back the yellow. Yeah, but I kind of like a little bit better this one. That one is really good as well. Don't get me wrong. It's just I don't know. Again, even I don't know if I'm gonna do him anytime soon because I have a couple of prints already in the line, and I just showed off. I think you missed that one, Jerry. I'm gonna send you a picture over later on over Instagram. I finished printing my other big project that's gonna come up soon. I don't know exactly when that will be. It's going to happen at one point. and that's a huge project. So I don't know when I'm gonna have time to paint something else up. Okay, now I just have to sort out the eyes. But first, I'm gonna spray back a little bit of the white over here on the head, on just on this side and on the fin, because a little bit of yellow went over there. So I just want to correct that before I move on. And again, guys, thanks for joining in. And if you like this content, what I'm doing over here, make sure that you check out the rest of the guys. We have the 3D painter, Ron. He usually streams almost every day. And at the moment, he's working on a really cool Punisher. And his streams usually start just a little bit later after mine finishes. So now depends on what time I finish as well. So make sure to check out his channel. And then we have the Bean 3D. He does some really cool work. And then the Grumpy Vet. He's finishing up his spraying wood at the moment, and then he's gonna start working on a kick-ass Batman. So you make sure that you check that one out as well. So that would be the Grumpy Vet. And Kate, I'm gonna butcher your names. I'm sorry. Checker Moon. She's an amazing artist. She's doing sculpt. At the moment, she's working with the Wargame crew, and she's making really awesome miniatures. So if you're in miniatures painting, check her out, please. And who else? Let's see. The old painter man. He's new to YouTube, but he's growing really fast and he has some amazing work. Then your dad, Ground Affected. We cannot forget about him. Sergeant Major Swa. And there are lots of other small creators out there. And I keep saying, more people you check out and check out the work, more you kind of learn. Everybody has a different way of doing the paint and stuff. So I always, if I can recommend something to someone, it's always check out other people's works as well, even if it's not something that you want to do, but you can pick up something cool that you can implement on in your next work. So again, if you're in this hobby, make sure you do that. Give it a subscribe, give it a like to these guys. They are really cool content creators. And make sure to stay tuned and you don't leave yet, okay? So thank you for that. Oh, you got the Lucy model. That's really cool. So that's cool. Jerry, finally you made that boot. It looks really really good. I have to say, I really like it so far. What you showed me, Jerry made a small video and he showed me up a little bit of his boot. Now he just has to finish up with the light, and that was a DIY boot. And I have to say, it's really spacious. So he can do some big models because Jerry likes big models. So he has more space in the house as well. I don't know how many models he had already painted up. I'm running out fast, so unfortunately, I have to limit myself at this point. And now, guys, I have to do something, starting something on the koi fish, and I'm kind of afraid to do, but I've just had to do it and hope for the best. And that will be to put in the purple in these cracks over here. So yeah, lots of cracks. So I decided to use this clear purple from Citadel, and well, I just have to rip off the band-aid and hope for the best. I tried it out on a one piece already with the same color and kind of liked it, but let's see. So what I want to do over here is try to only put the clear one inside the cracks. And I have to kind of focus so I don't mess it up, because if I mess it up, then I have to redo the whole thing. Now, just a quick reminder, the base that the fish stands on, it's like a purple energy blasts. So what I'm imagining, this purple now here, it's like it's ripping the fish apart. Sorry guys if I'm being too quiet. So what do you guys think so far? I think it looks good. I like it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do all of it. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Usually, when I start doing something, I always try to come up with a color scheme that I want to follow. Now, usually, sometimes it's change as I go, but most of the time, I'm trying to kind of stick to what I imagined, and this was what I imagined from kind of from the start with the purple ripping apart in a way the fish. It will be make more sense a little bit when I'm placing the fish on the base. Now the only thing, this has a lot of cracks, so I'm gonna have fun with this one. But I have to say this is something that I like to do. So it's not gonna be like the candle on that from Darksiders. This is a better case. This is actually something that I enjoy doing. So maybe on the camera doesn't look so much fun. And the guys who made this, the sculptor Maki, his name. He's doing some amazing work. And the Gojo that I showed you earlier, that's from him as well. He's doing lots of Jujutsu Kaisen stuff, and because I like Jujutsu Kaisen, so it's kind of no brainer. Okay, so the outside of this fin is done, but we have the inside, which will be a little bit more challenging. Because it's a little bit more harder to access all the cracks. Gonna catch up a little bit with the chat. Hmm, I can try that. You know what? I'm gonna paint up all of it, and then I'm gonna test it out on one piece and just see how it looks. So, guys, what's the plan for the weekend? Anyone doing anything special, or just staying home and relaxing, enjoying life? Now I have a crack over here, which is really hard to reach with the paintbrush. It's one of those that you will not even see. You staying home and using your new toy. Yeah, I can understand that, Jerry, perfectly. Well, in the end of the day, we painting up toys, so we are grown ups playing with our fancy toys. And I will not call them dolls. I will call them action figures. Yeah, technically, action figures, you can pose them. These are statues, but you know what I mean. Ron likes to call them dolls sometimes. So, Ron, you're live streaming today, right? Yeah, I think it's funny as well. But you didn't answer. Are you streaming today, Ron? Usually you say that you stream on Friday, but sometimes you get away with it. Perfect. Did you get a new printer, Jerry? I got a feeling you got a new printer. Okay, guys. So far, I have done the purple cracks in it. I really like it. Uh, Kate was saying to do a little bit white on the outside. So after I finish all up the purple, I'm gonna try that one out. And for the contrast, I think it's gonna go really well. I'm not sure. We're gonna test it out, and if I like it, I'm gonna do all of it that way. So as you can see, it's a lots of cracks on it, so I will have to have some fun with this one. I really like it so far, how it comes out. Uh, I will have to paint up the eyes. I'm not sure yet what color I'm going to do the eyes. I have to do something with the lips as well. So still a couple of things to be done, but at the moment, this is how far I got today. And then we will see on Monday. We're going to continue. Now, I'm going to stop today. That will be the end of the stream. Thank you, everybody, a lot for joining in. Make sure that you give it a like, give it a subscribe, and make sure you go and check out the 3D painter. He's going to start streaming in about 15 minutes. And he has some really cool content as well. Make sure you check out the Grumpy Vet, Jerry. He does a huge Batman at the moment, and he's gonna start doing videos about it as well. And Bean 3D, check out Kate's amazing work. I'm going to put a description in this video, so come back later and check it out. And I'm going to give a link to her cultist store as well if you want to pick up something. Check out the Bee in 3D. He's going to start painting up a Bumblebee from Transformers. So, guys, amazing artist over here. So make sure that you check out everybody. Give it a like, give it a subscribe, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you soon.